Hey, we are Swamp Folk, and we are going to do a live internet E-Improv show for you today. Apologize for the late start. We had a little bit of technical difficulty setting up, but here we are. First, introduce myself. My name is Joe Stempo. I am coming to you from Scranton, Pennsylvania today. Next up is Nat.
Yo, what's up? I'm coming to you from Brooklyn.
Hey guys, my name's Jim. I'm coming from New York, New York.
All right, and we asked about a half hour ago a question from some fans to get us started tonight. We asked the fans to ask us a question, and let's see, what do we got here? All right, the question comes from an old friend of ours, Jason Sims. He asks, what thing do you fear that others may find annoying about you?
I'm way too talkative. I was working with this woman today, and I was it's the first time we worked together, so I was trying to be nice and normal and not a fucking weirdo. And we started talking about Starbucks coffee. She didn't understand that light roast coffee, it has the most caffeinated. The less you roast it, the less the caffeine comes out of it. It really pissed her off that I told her this because she drinks light roast coffee twice a day. I told her I was really bad for her, and she was viscerally angry. It was very strange. I did a really bad job.
That's kind of funny. I didn't know that. I just kind of, I guess, the thing is maybe darker seems heavier, which seems more caffeinated, which means stronger, whatnot, versus lighter sounds like it's not as caffeine. But I don't know. I always like the taste of dark roast coffee, which is cool. To answer the question, thing do I fear that others may find annoying about you? Yeah, kind of I I fear. I guess I fear disapproval from people, and to to get it, I end up making really awkward or inappropriate jokes. Um, I end up just making people feel kind of uncomfortable. Sometimes just lame, someone says, "Oh, it's hot in here," and I'm like, "Yeah, I just walked in the room," something like that.
I think that's a great joke.
That is a pretty solid joke, actually. Now, I agree that dark roasts taste better, and I know that light roasts are more caffeinated. But my favorite part about both of them is they work equally well for me to stay regular. And that's why I like my morning coffee. There's just no question about that. And on that note, the thing that I probably fear most that other people think about me, or that's whatever. I know what the question is. Come on, I know what the question is. Generally, I'm a pretty intense person, and I could be really aggressive, and I mean zero harm whatsoever by it. But I definitely rub people the wrong way on a regular basis. And for an example, today, I go to a coffee shop across the street from this film shoot that I'm working on, and I'm not late, but time is pretty much of the essence. And it's in Park Slope, and it's sort of the standard transplant person to New York. And I go in and I just ask for a coffee. I was like, "Yeah, can I get a dark roast, and can you make it light with half and half?" Right? So it took two employees, one of whom explained to me that he didn't know what I meant, make it light, because he's from the West Coast or whatever, and then the other employee explains to me why she knows that he doesn't know, And both of them give me these long explanations before either of them can put the cup of coffee into the computer. So then I ask them, why do they think that I would like them to waste my time further with their explanations of why they don't know what the fuck is going on in New York when they're not from fucking New York and it's a cup of coffee. And it was $3.
We cut to a high school cafeteria. So, I think you're really cute, but you just talk too much.
Talk too much. Sounds like my ex-wife. It's not, I don't actually have an ex-wife. I know we're in high school. I just thought you would like me if I said that.
No, 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 I don't like that. I don't like that you make up things about your life to make yourself seem older than you actually are.
Well,
And
I have a Mustang in the back of the school. We could totally go for a ride or something if you're like into that. Cool.
that's Professor Johnson's.
No, that's totally not Professor Johnson. It's totally all right. It's Professor Johnson's. But I just really think you're cool, and I thought you would like me if I wore this cool leather jacket and I slicked my hair back, and I had a comb in it at all times. You're just so pretty.
Look, Jim, this is your conscience, okay? And I'm just here to remind you, as usual, you should stick with your lies.
Okay, so I should dig myself deeper into this gold mine.
All right, look, I don't come from the part of your mind, okay, that has a moral compass because of the accident. So even though technically I'm your conscience, I just think you should stick with your lies.
I have a
Jim.
15-inch penis.
What? Jim!
15.
Jim! Don't
15 inches. 15.
You can't say that. You can't say that in the cafeteria. You just yelled it.
15.
Everybody's looking at you. Everybody's looking at you.
Well, I want them to look at me. They should know that my penis is 15 inches.
You're embarrassing me, okay?
You don't have to act like you're not impressed. My sweet-ass ride, this great leather jacket, this Dep 10, and this 15-inch schlong should do all the talking.
Jim, it's not attractive to have a penis that big, okay? I've had sex before, okay? I've had
You had sex before? So have I. Totally. You had sex before. What was it like?
Jim, it was weird, okay? It was weird. I didn't really know what I was doing, and
Well, I totally know what I'm doing, so if you wanted to I don't know, do something and fool around in my red Mustang out back, that would be not a big deal or whatever. If you want.
Jim, those aren't even glasses. There's no lenses in there. You're such
They're
a
Google glasses. They don't have actual glass. Come on.
Jim, I'm gonna go get another soda, okay? This is
Conscious.
This is
What the
not.
fuck am I supposed to be doing with this? She's about to go get another soda.
Well, maybe you should make some kind of a confession concerning, I don't know, your early childhood development, but make it good and make it something,
Like a truthful thing that happened?
I personally would go with unbelievable, but that's just me.
All right. Okay. So, I should maybe bring up... Okay, I got something. Hey, Jessica. So, speaking of sex, I had sex with a teacher the other day. By the other day, I mean when I was 8. I lost my virginity when I was 8. She was 19. It was no big deal or whatever. It must be because I have a 15-inch schlong. A 15-inch dangle. Does
Jim,
that impress you, Jess?
you're so much cuter when you're just sitting there contemplating and not talking. So just please be quiet.
That was pretty solid. Like, I'm thinking maybe you want to like tie the teacher sex together with the male teacher who has the Mustang, and you tell her that that's how you get the use of the Mustang. I mean, it's just a thought.
Got it. So, yeah, that teacher, I was thinking of, I beat up her boyfriend, Mr. Johnson, and I threatened him and said, if I can't steal your girlfriend, then I'm going to steal your stupid Mustang, dick. So he let me have his Mustang or whatever. It's no big deal or whatever. I chugged cough syrup. You
Jim,
think I'm cool, Jess?
no, I don't think you're cool anymore, and I don't think you're even cute anymore. Your lies are just, they're hurting me.
We cut to an experimental laboratory. I understand that technically the MK Ultra plan has been a failure over the years. But what about mind control for, I don't know, less aggressive and intense uses? Like, what about for like, I don't know, purposes for like the betterment of humanity? Maybe we could make people love each other more.
Yes, we will make people love each other more.
Yeah, no more controlled assassinations. Love.
Yes, make dictators fall in love with their subjects.
I mean, it feels like dictators like to lie to their people, right? And people in their courtship rituals, they like to lie to each other. I'm just saying it's it's one of those things like maybe we could take advantage of that natural ability of the mind, and that way we can just, although we probably would still have to do the same thing we do with the MK Ultra people, we probably have to create breaks in their psyche so they can access those ideas. So, like accidents or sexual abuse has been the most common, useful one so far.
Abuse? No. We want to make them love each other. Like,
Right. But in order to create the break in their psyche that would encourage them to love, the same way that we have to encourage them to kill, we might have to sexually abuse them because that's worked over the years.
this
I
is
mean,
Knock.
yeah, come in.
yes.
Hey, I'm here for that case study. I heard there was like a $50 grant you to give people.
Oh, please, yes, just sign the release form here.
Well, maybe maybe not so fast. Maybe you don't have to sign that release necessarily if you don't want to. We have what we'd like to maybe call a pilot program that we're developing for other purposes.
Would I still get the $50?
I mean, personally, it would be rewarding for me to know the answer. I could even pay you more than 50 for that. We could do both
Really?
studies. Yeah.
Give me like $60?
I would give you $100 on top of the $50.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm in.
If you could just hold on for 1 second, I need to confer with my colleague real quick, though.
Take your time.
You're giving him triple.
This is great.
What we asked for.
Whatever, it's fine. Think about it. We're going to create a subject who both kills and loves.
Ooh.
This is the ultimate. This is the ultimate.
Ooh. I'm excited. I feel bad. I feel bad abusing people. Just saying, okay?
You feel bad now that we're going to abuse people to make them love? We've been abusing them to make them kill for like 4 years.
I was abused before. Okay. I was abused, and I don't want anyone to go through that pain that I went through. It's terrible.
When you were abused, was it like, did you feel like you wanted to kill someone afterwards? Did you want to kill your abuser? Did someone Do you remember your abuser? Is this something that actually you could recall easily?
I I don't remember. I don't remember my abuser.
That's how planting these things works best. I feel like we should probably talk to our candidate for a minute here, close this deal, and then maybe we need to talk about you.
Can I just put in, guys? I didn't see it in the form, but I'm gluten free. Is that gonna be an issue?
No, that's good. You're gonna
Okay.
be you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be better than fine, in fact.
With
You are
$150. Sure.
you're in good hands, my friend. We're gonna encourage. We're gonna encourage you to be the best.
So do I do I get in this this harness device? Is that just time I just get right in there?
Sure, you can have a drink first if you like, or
All right. Well, sure. You guys have any RC cola or anything?
yeah, I think we could drum up some RC cola. I think there's a soda machine in the basement actually that has RC in it.
Sweet. Let's head right down.
I'm gonna let you guys discuss, and I'll grab everybody an RC.
Thanks, bro.
Dr. Sipowicz, RC, or you want maybe a
I want
maybe a slice?
I want a root beer.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Dr. Sipowicz, you guys are pretty weird, to be honest with you. I just here for the $50, and I still don't know what the hell's going on with this experiment. You guys haven't told me, what exactly I'm doing, or...
You are just going to...
We cut to a White House press conference. So, once again, we are now terrified of the effects of climate change, and that's what we're going to address at every State of the Union. So,
I have a question. I heard that the ozone is rapidly deteriorating because of people's farts. Is there any validity to that statement?
Well, Audrey, technically, yes, there is quite a bit of validity to that statement, and you can tell the Times that although human farts do deplete the ozone, it's a very, very, very slight rate comparative to bovine output. Cows are essentially peeling away the ozone, so our dependence on beef. No offense to our friends at the beef in the beef industry, but
Mr. President,
yes.
If I'm hearing you correctly, you say you want to kill the cows, basically.
Well, Dick, I think everybody who is interested in beef wants to kill the cows. I'm saying that cows are peeling away the ozone with their gaseous output, and less cows would be better. I mean,
Mr. Minister, Naveed Nadal from the Republic of India.
I gotta ask you, Mr. Nadal, to please, you have to address me by my title in this country.
Are you not the propaganda minister of this country? I am sorry, I do not know the structure of your. Anyways, in my country, we revere the cow, and I fear that killing so many cow may cause a large backlash from Indian people. What do you intend to do to stop this?
I mean, nobody could have seen this coming, that you would have this issue with cows, and I hope that you can hear the sarcasm in my tone at this point, because honestly, folks, I don't know why I'm fielding these questions anymore. These are the most elementary beginnings to somehow addressing a problem that's going to turn this planet into a first fiery and then just brutal surf-laden nightmare hellscape. It's like Waterworld, but no fun whatsoever.
Sir, Dick Diggleby from the Vermont Cheese Association.
Thank God, Dick. Please.
Just gotta say, dig what you're doing. Really digging it. For milk output from now on, are we gonna, extract the milk from the cows before we kill them? Or
How else would you suggest that we extract the milk, Dick?
I don't know, we could
You want to extract it post-mortem? You think dead cow milk is the sweetest cow? I mean, what the fuck are you people talking about here? I can't believe that I'm... Oh,
Mr. President,
I
Mr. President,
apologize. I apologize for my language,
this is
my demeanor.
this is John Rosley from the National Association of Teachers. I just want to, very very offended that you used a profane word on this live broadcast. I think that's very irresponsible of you.
John, I agree with you, and I'm mortified myself. And I apologize to you, and I apologize to everyone who's been watching. And I don't have the answer.
We cut to a subway. All right, so told you I want half BMT, half Italian. Okay. I don't know why there's three of you telling me, trying to figure this out.
I'm just not following him, Nat. He's saying words, and I don't know what all these acronyms mean.
I mean, I'm gonna say just lie to him and go with it. That's my instinct.
Sir, we don't have drugs or whatever a BMT is at our subway.
It's on
I'm
the
gonna have to ask you to
menu.
leave.
It's on the menu.
I'm gonna say just stick with the lie. We don't have it.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave now. We do not serve drugs in the premises, Italian or otherwise.
I'm just asking for a sandwich here, okay? I don't want drugs. I just want half BMT, half Italian. I've been to 3 other subways.
I'm calling the
this past
cops.
month.
I think he's been going to
Yeah,
Subway
do
for
it.
drug sandwiches. Some sick kind of drug cocktail.
You should definitely call the cops.
I'm just trying to diversify the meats that I put on my sandwich, okay? I don't want a full sandwich of the BMT blend. I don't want a full sandwich of just Italian. I want both together, but separate.
Did you just say together but separate? I'm sorry, sir, but this is not a racist establishment. We have very strict standards. We serve all people unless they're druggy degenerates like yourself, sir.
I am not a degenerate. I have a punch card. I come into Subway very, very frequently. If I have 2 more sandwiches, I'm going to get a free one.
You have a punch card? You can't get
Yes.
a job here, sir.
No, it's a frequent
You don't work
customer
here?
card. No, I do not work for Subway.
I think he's got some sort of drug loyalty program he's a part of.
Yeah, I think this is actually how they do it on the DL, and I'm gonna bet that the other subways in the area are honoring this program in some way. So when somebody comes in with a card, it's like a code, and then they know that this guy wants it. So we should call the other subways and tell them when this guy comes in and orders a BMT, we know what he's talking about. And when he orders the blend, we especially know.
Call the other subways.
I'm gonna make those calls.
Call them. I'm gonna sit here and wait.
Sir, I don't care how many underground subways you've been in. The drug trafficking is illegal whether you do it in the tunnels or otherwise. If you're doing it in a commuter station, that's just more visible. I'm sorry, sir.
It's a Subway restaurant, not the MTA.
Listen, we're not in Amsterdam, sir. There aren't just restaurants that hand out drugs.
You know, I'm kind of nervous, man. The whole music is the same as ours.
Holy shit. I think he might be doing some sting operation on us, Nat.
When you figure this out, can I want to have the top half be the 3-cheese bread and the bottom half be the oat wheat bread.
Is bread or wheat? Is this some code for cocaine? Listen, we don't have bread or wheat or whatever the hell starches you associate with the white powder, sir.
We cut to the laboratory. So
that didn't go the way it planned.
I admit that people who substitute food for love are gonna have serious problems with this program and with even understanding how to communicate with others when they're in the presence of food. But I don't think it's a loss. I think this is it's a learning experience. I mean, I lost the most. I paid him.
And that's our show. Thanks for tuning in. And stay tuned for Hector at 10:30, which is now. Good night.